terrible accident last year. It was a tragedy that happened at my school. It was still fresh in everyone's mind after all this time, and today it was the anniversary. 23 members of the entire class met a tragic end. It was just a routine class trip to the museum. It was raining that day, but still the buzz of a free day was in everyone's mind. Everyone got on the bus, our teacher took count and decided to buddy with the odd student, and they were on their way. The museum was a town over and on a steep hill, but it wasn't so bad. The rains weren't that bad. However, no one would predict how the day was going to end, as the bus driver went on his merry way, having been to the museum several times. It was a cinch to get from point A to point B. Even with the detour sign, he knew how to get to the museum. But what he didn't plan on was seeing a baby stroller passing down the steep hill in front of the bus. Instinctively, he slammed on the brakes, only to realize that they weren't working. He couldn't stop the bus. He tried in vain to control the bus as the students inside were tossed to and fro. The whole path was muddy from last night's rain, and the bus spun out of control, where it finally made its unfortunate collision into a big rig coming up the hill. The two vehicles collided. That's how everyone was alerted to the accident. The explosion would be seen from above the hill, and within minutes, emergency personnel were on the scene. There were no survivors. The funeral and memorial was held the following week. I gave the eulogy and was held as the town's hero. I was the only survivor of the class. I was the only one who wasn't on the bus, sick at home. Everyone called me the lucky one, saying that God was with me, that I was going to do great things someday, and especially how fortunate I had been to be in the right place at the right time. Time. Yes, time really did play a role in all of this. At 5 a.m, I timed it just right to leave the house to make sure I got to school. The field trip bus was there, right on time. I had a few minutes to go under the bus and cut the brake cables. After that was done, I had exactly 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 7 seconds to rewire and make sure that the traffic lights worked to the bus driver's advantage. It took me 15 minutes to find a detour sign and place it at the road to signal a new route for the bus driver. Finally, with 10 extra minutes, I found a baby stroller, brought it to the top of the hill. Then I waited, letting it tilt over the edge of the slippery hill. All I had to do was tip the stroller down the hill. Nature and routine did the rest for me. As I walked down the halls, I looked at the memorial of my first victims. I wouldn't be like other serial killers when I grew up. I would never be sloppy enough to get caught.